who may have been breaking into vehicles. 39-year-old Patrick Gallagher is facing several charges, including attempted second-degree murder. Police were called to the scene on Kensington Street on Tuesday night after someone told dispatchers about the break-ins. They say Gallagher tried to get them to leave before he started firing at them with his shotgun. One of the shots ended up hitting a teen that was involved. The group left the scene before they were stopped by police. The wounded teen was treated for his injuries. Police haven't filed any charges against the teen or the other 3 men at this point that were involved in the break-ins, but they are looking into possibly... Type 2 diabetes can have... They didn't arrest the ones that were involved in the break-ins. They're going to arrest the person that stopped the criminal motherfuckers. What? Patrick Gallagher, 39, was arrested in the incident and faces a whole slew of charges: menacing, reckless endangerment, disorderly conduct, child abuse, third-degree assault, second-degree assault, and criminal attempt, second-degree murder. So let's just compare and contrast, this case with just this. This morning, you had somebody that was shot and killed. Who? Nobody knows. Nobody gives a shit. Right? Friday, January 21st, 2022, around 6:43 a.m., Colorado Springs police responded to a request for assistance at an address on Nichols Boulevard. Then it says here, officers found a deceased adult male suffering from obvious trauma. He was deceased or he was suffering? Suffering means you're still... Anyways, so he suffered from obvious trauma and deceased. How? What? Obvious trauma? He was beat up? He was shot? That tells me nothing. He had a shocked expression on his face. Detectives from the CSPD's Violent Crime Section responded, assumed responsibility for the investigation, which is now being investigated as a possible homicide. Detectives are actively working to develop information about the incident and identify those involved. No arrests have been made, and additional information will be released as appropriate. Anyone with information, call 719-444-7000. So what happened? Oh, you had somebody just kill and shoot somebody, and who the fuck is it? Nobody's saying. Nobody's going to say shit or don't do nothing, and who gives a fuck, right? Meanwhile, you got Patrick Gallagher. Patrick Gallagher out of, was this Colorado Springs too? This is Longmont, so Denver. So you got Patrick Gallagher, right? He's actually standing up for what he believes to be, correct. Patrick Gallagher, he sees these motherfuckers going around, fuck with people, and then guess who? Instead of arresting the goddamn culprits, instead of arresting the criminal motherfuckers, they're going to go after the guy that, in order to get a conviction, you're going to have to bring those, so-called victims to the court, and they're going to have to explain, well, Your Honor, we were just breaking into cars, and we weren't even going to break into his. We thought about it. We were walking around, and we broke into about a dozen cars that day, and we probably been told, probably ruined some working class person's, life, right? Probably took their last bit of money for their rent. They got evicted, lost their job, lost everything. But we don't give a shit. We don't care. We like to break it in the windows and take other people's stuff, steal their sweat. That's all a goddamn criminal does. Steals your sweat, steals your labor. Steals your blood, sweat, toil, and tears. Steals your labor. So, who is this Patrick Wood in Denver? Incredible. Frankly, if I'm the police officer, yeah, I could kind of see how, the guy was shot, so it looked like, something was... Yeah, Patrick Gallagher, I could understand that. But could you understand, perhaps that the person who was breaking into fucking houses and shit was the goddamn culprit? Could you understand that? Why are you not going... I'm just trying to get a picture of the guy. He's not, nothing... Let's see if this player wants to play. All right.
Faces 7 charges after firing a shotgun at a group of people trying to get into his truck Tuesday night. A 13-year-old was hit and injured. He was one of 2 juveniles and 2 men accused of trying to get into that pickup. Police did stop those 4 after the shooting, and it is possible they could have been involved in trespassing earlier. Truck owner Patrick Gallagher faces a number of charges, including attempted second-degree murder, assault, and child abuse.
So there he is. Looks like he was blinking as the camera was going to take his picture. So that's Patrick Gallagher. That's our hero. That's our hero. That's a guy that stood up against these criminal motherfuckers. Democrats don't want to seem to stand up against crime.
Yeah, you should be a law and order Democrat, motherfucker. Jesus Christ. You're just letting crime is murder is all over the. What the fuck? What the fuck? You just had somebody that just got fucking gunned down in Colorado Springs. Don't trust the goddamn police to do a goddamn thing about it. But if you stand up and you do something about it, just expect you go. Here's what I think happened in this case. You got 4-on-1. You got 4-on-1, right? So you got two fucking grown adults, two juveniles going around breaking into cars and shit. And one guy, the fucking cowboy, the vigilante, I thought, with all these ranchers and cowboys out here, you would think that we would be on the side of the good guy, the good citizen that stands up for, that stands up against the injustice and the criminal and the fucking bullshit. So he shot. There's 4 guys, 4-on-1. What the fuck is he supposed to do? Go out there and Jackie Chan them all? Like, Jesus Christ. The fucking police ain't doing shit about these goddamn criminals. And then the media doesn't even report anything. Some guy shot another guy, and who gives a fuck? Who gives a flying fuck? So if we're not supposed to give a goddamn shit for, a citizen murdering a citizen, how are we supposed to give a shit for a citizen, shooting a suspected or would-be criminal? Not going to give a shit about some, poor innocent that just got gunned down. No names, no identity, no nothing. Here's a dead body. The cops said they got it taken care of. Ask no more questions. Meanwhile, you got dude that saw a criminal motherfucker doing some crimes and shit. Shot him, right? It's a shotgun, so what? Bird shot. He was, within 300 feet. And the guy, they pulled the car over so they didn't immediately go to the goddamn hospital. Why not? I got a whole bunch of goddamn questions. They want to go, this is the rights of the criminally accused. Patrick Gallagher has a right to all 10 steps of the criminal justice system in Colorado. Bail bond hearing, preliminary hearing, disposition, the pretrial readiness conference, the advisement of charges, and the something else. And the something else. The pretrial diversion, I don't know. But he's definitely going to get a preliminary hearing and a disposition. There's no way they would deny him, accused of shooting a person and child abuse. How fucking dumb is that? They're all males. There's 2 adults and 2 minors. So what's going on with the break-ins? We're not going to arrest the 4 guys. So one cop shows up to the scene. He sees 4 guys on one side, 1 guy on the other. He didn't give a fuck who was right and who was in the wrong. He didn't give a shit. This is the judge, jury, and executioner on the fucking street, and he got this one wrong. At the very least, he should have arrested all of them. But why are we going to let the goddamn... Well, they were just car thieves. You think that's a good, orderly society to have car thieves just going around, stealing shit out of motherfucking cars and shit? That's not good. I'd rather have a Patrick Gallagher in my goddamn neighborhood than the fucking car thieves. That's for goddamn sure. So, yeah, what the fuck? You're not supposed to stand up against criminals. You're supposed to just, they're robbing my car. I guess I'll just call the police and they'll get here 30 minutes later. And then find, you didn't do the thing with your lawn, your weeds. Taking me for my weeds. Don't get the damn criminals that just stole my... Did you even have a car fucking sit there and talk down and talk stupid to you? Yeah, that would have been so much better, right? If he would have just sat there and watched him. To what extent? What extent do you have to just sit there and watch a criminal fucking criminalize you? Well, he steal my damn car? Oh shit, he's coming up to my house. Oh shit, he's taking... Dispatch, should I do something? No, you'll take care of it, but not take care of it. You're being an asshole to me. Oh, you're gonna... Yay, the cop is... Oh, you're being a dick to me? Fucking great. Fucking great. You don't want to go after the bad guys? Why'd you become a cop? If you don't want to go after the bad guys, why'd you become a cop? Because you want to bully motherfuckers? Fucking bullshit. Yeah, you saw that one, fucking father try to kill his own son. Fucking bullies. Fucking fascist motherfuckers. have no morals, no conscience. They don't live by the law. They got nothing. Man is rational. Animal. There's a lot of motherfuckers that are just animals. Let's elevate. Let's elevate. Let's get some levity in here. Let's get some levity.